Welcome to another installment of LebanonSportsBuzz.com presents. Today we're with Phil Tipton. Phil is the CEO of the Lebanon Valley Family YMCA, and currently the YMCA is in the midst of a fairly big renovation project. And just Phil, as a general statement, how are things going with the project?
Things are going great. Working with the contractor, Arthur Funk & Sons, and Bob Hoffman, we're right on schedule and things are looking really good.
Hey, from what I know, is a couple different phases of the when did it start, and when is it due to be complete?
Well, we started working on the project years ago, just general design and layout what we were looking at, but construction phase was basically middle of last year, fall of last year, and then had the opportunity to open up the Wellness Center this past December, and looking to open up the Freer Family Youth Center March or April, so this month or next month. And then we've got a skate park we're working on, we've got the lobby that's still to come, the Lefty Hallman Youth Center for ages 8 to 12, and then our Kids Corner area.
Hey Phil, I got to tell you, the things I've seen, I'm very impressed. Everything is done really well. It looks really nice. Go back to when the decision was made to do these things. Why did you decide to? Why did you and the board decide to kind of go ahead with these things?
Well, the board's been looking at this for years, for probably about the past 10 years, looking at what to do with the youth of our community. And I had the opportunity 6 years ago to come here, and that was one of the first things they had mentioned to me, that they've been looking at this for a long time. We had the opportunity to visit many youth centers throughout the East Coast. Judge Charles led the way on that, and the board decided to take a leap of faith after meeting with several organizations and finding out the lack of programming for kids, middle school kids in the community. And so with that, we looked at how we can make it happen. So originally we were just going to add on to the building and not really touch the interior building, just add on square footage. But after we looked more in depth, we realized this building needed a facelift, and we could do the facelift and at the same time do the youth center.
Oh, good. Hey, and you know, obviously the youth center part of it is a large deal too. But the fitness center has been kind of moved and redesigned, and the weight room has been moved and redesigned too. And just talk about those improvements and you know, kind of what that does for the Y.
Well, I think in the past the wellness center was in the back of the building. You pulled up, you didn't. A YMCA is a YMCA to a lot of people. It's swim and gym. And for us, it's a lot more than that. So one is we want to bring the wellness portion out in front, so when people drive by, they can see people being healthy, challenging themselves to live a healthier lifestyle. And then secondly, when we researched with the kids, what they were looking for, they wanted their own place. And they didn't want even the same entrance as adults had. So this was a great opportunity to use the back of the building. They have their own place to come in and so forth, and use this as the youth center. So we walked through the building and just sort of had the opportunity, Steve Reed, Arthur Funk & Sons, just threw out the idea, why don't we build a second floor? And that's sort of where the birth of what we have today came from.
Awesome. So I don't know how much you're aware of the history. I'm sure you can help me with the history of the Y, of its existence here, and how many renovation projects have kind of been done throughout the years here at this particular location.
Well, this was built in the late 70s. This facility was built in the late 70s. And in the 90s, they added on the back gymnasium in the area that we're in right now. And that was added, like I said, in the late 90s. And then what we looked at, and there were some small renovations during the process, taking down some walls and stuff, but nothing major. So this is a big undertaking for us.
Phil, tell me a little bit about kind of what the future holds, and you know, and I don't want to get ahead of ourselves. We're not even kind of really finished with this project yet, but maybe some of the things that you have concerns with, or you feel like that concerns or needs that need to be addressed down the road.
Well, I think our biggest challenge is childhood obesity and the onset of adult obesity. So I think that's one area we're going to look at as a YMCA, and how we can partner up with other organizations and fight that. I think overall just the family dynamics and programming for families and so forth. We have a lot planned. We've got the skateboard the skateboard park we're working on. We're looking at eventually a new child care center. So there's a lot in the future that we're looking forward to.
So I think, you know, our society continues to evolve, and the community continues to evolve, and it seems to me one of the goals of the Y is to kind of meet those needs and kind of evolve along with the community. Number one, I guess, is that true? And number two, what challenges does that present when you're trying to do that?
Well, I think we try to be a lot of things at the Y, which is great, and I've got a great staff team. Our goal is that if something is happening in Lebanon, we want to be at the table. So certainly we want to partner up with other organizations and to be able to meet the need that our community has. We're very fortunate. We work with over 70 other organizations, partnering up with different types of programs they may need, or that helps the YMCA to further our mission.
Hey Phil, listen, I appreciate your time. Great job. I think everything looks good, and I can't wait to see everything when it's done, and just, you know, kind of where you guys take this thing in the future.
Well, we'd love to have you back.
Okay, thanks a lot, Phil.
Thank you.